You must be here about the leaflet. I could use the help, as long as you're not afraid of a dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodiilic Collections, a society dedicated to retrieving the lost treasures of Argonians. Our society consists of me, my sister, and a few associates. We've been preparing an expedition to return the antiquities we recovered to Murkmire, deep in the heart of Black Marsh. Unfortunately, our competition has become aggressive. One and the same. Margus Darius. He's a black marketeer who cares only about profit. He was a member of our society until he stole our research and disappeared. I need you to infiltrate the nearby Outlaws' refuge and figure out what Margus is up to. Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grathal, an information broker, Urzashi, an antiquities black marketeer, and Ashundir, a historic treasure smuggler. Margus originally approached us as a friend and benefactor. I honestly thought he wanted to help return the lost Argonian treasures to their rightful owners. He worked with us for a time, but it wasn't long before he revealed his true colors. Margus wants the antiquities for himself. This competition has taken a violent turn. He has a brutal temper and some skill at spellcasting. Makes me fearful for my associates. Anyway, I think Margus is especially interested in pre-Duskfall relics. Duskfall refers to the slow decline of the great Zoxlil civilization. Ages ago, the Argonians built pyramids called Zonmirs, and were much more advanced. Most of our research deals with the more dangerous relics of that period. No, not specifically. But even a hammer can be used for good or ill. Margus seeks one of the pre-Duskfall relics, I'm sure of it. I just need to figure out which one before something terrible occurs. With your help, we can avert a disaster. We're historic investigators. We research and seek out antiquities stolen from the Argonian homeland. When we find them, we return them to Black Marsh. Well, that's the plan. We have a few more items to collect before we make our first journey. Certainly the most important ones. We do need to raise enough gold to finance our operations, though. We'll hold on to a few items to eventually open a museum in Black Marsh. A place where these cultural treasures can be enjoyed by everyone. My sister Falmia became fascinated with Argonian history during our time at the university. When she returned home, her stories intrigued me, and I became interested in the topic as well. I can't wait to join her in Murkmire. As soon as we recover the last of the Argonian antiquities on my list, we'll organize an expedition to that region of Black Marsh. My sister's gone on ahead to set up a base camp and smooth the way with the locals. We plan to return most items to their rightful owners. We chose Murkmire, since our research suggests the majority of the items on our list originate there. Finding the rightful owners may require additional expeditions in the area, though. I may be new to the Argonian antiquities trade, but Margus and his cronies know me all too well. They'd turn me away or stick a dagger in my back before the door closes behind me. I need someone without any ties to Cyrodiilic Collections for this. I have other agents that need to be supervised and coordinated. Marcus has already beaten us to a few choice antiquities. I need to make sure that trend doesn't continue. I also have a few leads of my own to follow up on. I'll see you back here.
If you're looking for information, then you've come to the right place. I am the most knowledgeable broker in the refuge. On the other hand, if you work for the town guard, I have no idea what we're talking about. Well, information is my primary business, and business is good. Which reminds me, I never give anything away for free, especially information. Perform a favor for me, then I'll tell you what I know about Margus Darius. The best kind, one that benefits us both. Allow me to mark a house on your map. Inside you'll find a crate that contains an elegant jacket. I am something of a snappy dresser, and I want that jacket. Bring it to me, and I'll tell you all about Margus.
A thousand greetings, Wayfarer. This is no place for casual visitors. You have wandered into a nest of vipers. But have no fear. A Shundir will take care of you. Come closer and let us conduct business. Oh, I prefer merchant to smuggler, but call me what you will. I transport rare and valuable antiquities, no questions asked. I'm also considered the most knowledgeable Argonian relics expert outside of Black Marsh. So, how can I help you this day? Ah, I know Margus well. We both deal in antiquities. He actually approached me recently. As a consultant, you understand. So I'm familiar with Margus's current plans. I am happy to share that information, in exchange for a simple favor. Such aggression. There is no need to threaten violence, my friend. Ashundir said he would take care of you, and indeed he will. Margus has associated himself with a band of thugs and outlaws. They hide in a cave like rabid guar. The cave is called the Sunless Hollow, and it's located not too far from here. I have one more secret for you, Wayfarer, so listen well. Margus and his associates are dangerous. I suggest caution. And with that, our business comes to an end.
The black market is closed. This one has inventories to catalog, and my assistant has yet to return. I sent him to retrieve a package, but he never came back. Bother someone else, please. You don't take a hint very well, do you? To answer your question, this market buys and sells certain items of historic value. We maintain an extensive list of wealthy collectors, and are always on the lookout for specific relics. Why do you ask? You want to know about Margus? Interesting. Very well. Perform a service, and this one will tell you what you want to know. Locate my assistant and bring him back. Or at least tell me if it is time to hire a new one. Good help is so hard to find. This one sent Argar to an old ruin. He was to pick up a package from some thieves we do business with and bring it to me. Here, let me mark the location on your map. Go find out what happened to him. Then, I will tell you about Margus Darius. Was your search successful? Were you able to find my assistant, Argar? This one wishes it weren't. But that is definitely Argar's blade. Such are the risks when dealing with the criminal element. Well, no use crying over spilled moon sugar. You provided the service. Now, remind me what you wanted to know. This one hears rumors. Margus Darius searches for Argonian relics of considerable power. Something from the time of the great Argonian civilization, as I understand it. Margus has a hidden storehouse for these relics, but that's all this one knows.
Visiting hours are over, chum. A little bird told me you were on your way down here. It also mentioned that you had something that would make both of us very happy. Is it true? Were you able to acquire the elegant jacket? Perfect. Did you know this jacket belonged to an associate of Margus Darius? There should be a note in the pocket. Ah, here it is. And this confirms the information I promised to share with you. Margus works with a group called the Blackguards. Just one of the most dangerous bands of outlaws to emerge from the swamps of Black Marsh. The group supposedly started years ago in Black Rose Prison. I'm not sure why Margus and the Blackguards are working together, but nothing good will come of it.
Oh good, you're back. I just returned from my own investigations. I followed a lead, but the trail ran cold. Very disappointing. So tell me what happened in the Outlaws' Refuge. Were you able to learn anything new about Margus Darius? The Blackguards. My sister's tangled with them in Murkmire. I need to warn Gilar. He's one of our agents. I've got him looking into Margus as well, but you seem to be having more luck. What else did you learn? That's troubling. If we don't act fast, those antiquities will disappear, and the Argonians will lose a little more of their history. If only we knew where this hidden storehouse was located. You are a wonder, my friend. I know exactly where that cave is. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Are you willing to see this through? I'll rally Gilar, but time is of the essence. Will you go to Sunless Hollow and recover the relics?
That doesn't belong to you. Answer quick. Are you a blackguard, or are you the friend Concordia sent me to assist? Sounds like you didn't need Gilar's help after all. Oh well, I'm not anxious to fight with these blackguards anyway. I erect the spine of greeting, new friend of Gilar. I am happy to meet you, and that's a fact. I have been with Concordia and her sister from the beginning. I left my home in Murkmire to help recover the stolen past of my people, and to participate in adventures, all very exciting. Head back to Concordia and I'll meet you there.
Tell me your trip to Sunless Hollow was successful, my friend. I could use a little good news right about now. Let me see what you found. An Argonian charm necklace. See the amulet? That's a river stone. The Imperial Legion called them swamp coins. And this is a Zalto tablet. That literally translates as sacred secret. Very interesting. An old legend involves a necklace and a tablet, if I'm right. Return to the Outlaws' Refuge and talk to Ashundir the smuggler. He's an expert on Argonian lore. Ask him what he knows about these relics. Meanwhile, there's a book I need to look at.
Oh, Ashundir, I told you not to deal with Margus Darius. This is all your fault. Oh, criminal activity always carries a certain amount of danger. But your questions have brought this Wamesupo down upon our heads. Poor Ashundir. He didn't deserve this fate. This one has no proof, but I'm sure Margus sent one of his blackguard thugs to silence poor Ashundir. I feel it in my tail. Gretha slipped away at the first sign of trouble, and I hid in a crate. Ashundir, he wasn't so lucky. Antiquities, you say? Let me have a look. This one is not the expert that Ashundir is. Was. But this tablet tells the secret of an Argonian nightmare idol. Very rare. Probably dangerous. Why did you make me touch these things? Take them back! No, I will say nothing else. This one prefers to keep her blood inside her body. But these items point to other relics. Relics Margus needs to reach his ultimate goal. Whatever that is. The blackguard murderer. Maybe he left a clue you could follow.
Over here, friend of Concordia. There you are. Was the smuggler able to tell you anything about those antiquities you found? Concordia certainly seems to think they might be important. I'm still learning to understand dry skin emotions, but I'm pretty sure she's concerned. Concordia mentioned something about the Zalto tablet, an old legend. Reminds me of a story my egg mother used to tell me about a cursed skull. That's a worry for later. Concordia sent me to help you right before she departed. Concordia has a camp in Shadowfen outside Stormhold. She went to check on things and do a little more research on the items you recovered. As for us, we need to figure out how to find Margus fast. Chidmaska, that's in Shadowfen, and that's a fact. We should hurry if we want to stop Margus and the Blackguards. I can arrange transportation for us. Just tell me when you're ready to go. The ruins are up ahead. I'll wait here and make sure the boat stays safe. There are all kinds of horrible creatures in the swamp, and some of them eat boats. That's a fact. Well, Zalto means sacred secret. Each tablet contains its own mystery. I think this one is related to the legend of Bila Kar. He was an ancient Argonian sorcerer, terrorized most of Black Marsh, or so the story goes. Not the sorcerer, but the relic he left behind. The legend claims that Bila Kar used his considerable arcane energy to imbue his skull with a powerful curse when he died. The process turned the skull into solid gold. That seems unlikely. The story I heard claims that the skull was hidden on an island off the coast of Black Marsh. Margus probably has the Blackguards looking for more clues that point to the skull's exact location. Be careful in there, my friend.
Finally! You don't know how worried I was for you and Gilar. After I heard about the murder in the Outlaws' Refuge, all I could imagine was you and my agent lying in a ditch somewhere. I don't suppose you learned more about Margus's plans. That corresponds with what I was able to determine, and I'm sure it's somehow related to the legends of Bilakar. But what happened to you and Gilar after you left the Outlaws' Refuge? Were you able to track down Margus? What an excellent specimen. But see this opening on the back of the statue? A cavity. But whatever was stored inside it is missing. It looks like Margus Darius continues to remain one step ahead of us. Curse his arrogant eyes. Only one conclusion makes sense. Margus seeks the golden skull of Bilakar. Whatever was inside the idol could lead him right to it. A worry for later. Right now, know that Cyrodiilic Collections appreciates your help. Take this with our thanks. All right, time to get back to work. We need to figure out how to keep Margus Darius from finding the golden skull of Bilakar before we do. The survival of Cyrodiilic Collections depends upon it, not to mention Murkmire, maybe all of Black Marsh. Depends on the source. But all the legends indicate that the skull contains powerful magic, not to mention a curse that could destroy Murkmire. I shudder at the very notion of someone like Margus or the Blackguards getting their hands on it. We need to follow the trail. Whatever Margus found inside the idol, he's going to need Argonian experts to help him decipher it. Talk to Gilar. He knows a few local Argonians with knowledge of Murkmire. That's who Margus will seek out as well. Gilar's down by the water working on his boat. He should be able to point you to the Argonians most likely to possess the knowledge that Margus needs. Get to them and find out what Margus questioned them about. As much as Margus desires Argonian antiquities, he doesn't really know that much about them. He's going to need help making sense of whatever he found inside the idol. For that, he'll turn to the most knowledgeable Argonians he can find. I just read about this in the Legends of Black Marsh. The skull is a fabled relic, said to contain the power of the Argonian sorcerer Bilakar. According to the book, the skull vibrates with arcane energy and carries a terrible curse. Cyrodiilic Collections wants to find the skull so we can return it to Blackmarsh. Perhaps to make it the centerpiece of our proposed museum. Margus. I'm beginning to think he wants to utilize its power in some kind of arcane ritual. Well, it is a cursed skull, and Bilakar practiced the dark arts, so not a particularly good ritual, I imagine. The legend says the curse spells the doom of Murkmire. I don't think we can afford to take any chances with this.
The cursed skull scares the wind out of my sails, and that's a fact. Does Concordia have more work for us to do? Why didn't I think of that? The blackguards are sure to harass anyone they think can help them decipher the clues that lead to the cursed skull. I can think of 5 or 6 knowledgeable Argonians right here in Shadowfen. Here, you check on the Argonians on this list, and I'll go check on a few others. Meet me back here after you're done, and we can compare notes. Just be careful. If the blackguards found them, there's a good chance they're keeping an eye on them.
Yes, I'm still here. Where can I go? Well, with your thugs watching me like horned owls regarding a branch full of tree slugs. So, what Argonian antiquity do you want me to examine this time? Not a blackguard? And why should I tell you anything? Unless you're one of those thorns on their sides that their leader complained about. Are you one of them? Are you a thorn in the blackguard's side? Then I'll tell you what I told their leader. The woodcut they found inside the Nightmare Idol describes a ritual. But all I could decipher was the sacred location where it must be performed. Norgzel. In ancient Argonian it means forbidden place. This is just a guess, but I think the ritual unlocks the hiding place of the golden skull of Bilakar. And once Margus gains the cursed skull, he can summon forth the power of the mad sorcerer. Power enough, the legends say, to destroy Murkmire.
If you're another one of those blackguards, and that's the way to pronounce it, not blackguards like that thug insisted it was, then my answer is the same. I've deciphered as much of the woodcut as I can. Now, leave me alone. That's rather courageous of you. Few willingly oppose the blackguards. Well, you'll need to hurry. I already interpreted the portion of the woodcut that refers to the ritual. Their leader, Margus, knows how to recover the cursed skull. By performing the ritual exactly as the woodcut described it. I warned him it was dangerous. One misstep and the spell will consume him. Of course, he needs ritual objects to focus the spell. I couldn't decipher that section of the woodcut, though. Look, I have a family. If the blackguards even suspect that I told you this much, they'll make them disappear. No, I have nothing else to say on this matter. Fair point. I heard the blackguards talking. They mentioned they're preparing an expedition to retrieve the ritual objects. Said their ship was moored near deep graves along the river. If they find them and unleash the curse, Murkmire is doomed.
Please, I've told you everything I know about the woodcut you showed me. You can let me go now, right? I did what you asked. You're not. Oh no. If they see you talking to me, you'll have to leave now. I want nothing more to do with Margus Darius or the skull of Bilakar. All the more reason for me to run as far from this place as I possibly can. I know how powerful cursed Argonian relics can be. If only I had enough gold for the voyage. My poor feet can only carry me so far, you know. They showed me a woodcut that contained ancient Argonian symbols. I could read some of them. They described a ritual to turn meditation cylinders into keys. A contribution to my travel fund might help me remember more. I appreciate the compensation. Now listen. 2 things. The meditation cylinders are hidden on an island called Norgcel, but I have no idea where that is. Second, the blackguards are preparing a ship on the river near Deep Graves to go find them.
Life here is so very different from the way things work in Murkmire. I never realized how many Argonians have such a terrible existence. And now the blackguards are just making things worse. Were you able to talk to the Argonians I suggested? The Argonians I talked to said the same thing. Apparently, the woodcut describes some sort of ritual that will allow Margus to either find or retrieve the cursed skull. What did the Argonians you talked to have to say on the subject? That's interesting. Very interesting. Those words mean the forbidden place in the language of Murkmire. I also learned that the blackguards are preparing to launch an expedition to find this island so Margus can perform the ritual. We need to find that ship. One of the Argonians told me that only 3 blackguards know the location, but as a precaution, they each carry 1/3 of a map. They must work together to reach the ship. You find 2 of them, and I'll get the 3rd.
Gilar brought me up to speed on what the Argonians revealed to you. He also gave me part of a map. Were you able to find the other 2 pieces? Let me take a look. I'm pretty good at these sorts of puzzles. This goes here, that goes there, and we have a complete map. Without a place to start, however. This could be anywhere in southern Shadowfen. I wish we had more time. Well, according to what the Argonians told you, Margus knows the ritual, knows where to find the meditation cylinders, and knows the location of the Forbidden Island. We're running out of time. You need to use this map to find the blackguard ship. That makes the area you need to search considerably smaller. Find that ship and stop Margus before he completes the ritual that unleashes the curse. I'd really rather not see Murkmire destroyed, thank you very much.
Good, you're here! It looks like Margus has already departed for the island, but the blackguards are preparing to send backup. We need to sneak onto the expedition ship and use it to take us to Norgcel. No, but the ship's pilot knows the way. We just need to board that vessel and convince the pilot to help us. I doubt the blackguards inspire much loyalty in their hirelings.
Don't hurt me. I'll do whatever you say. You want to go to where? You know that island is forbidden, right? Oh, this will be the end of us. Your weapons make a persuasive point, though. Just know that the place is full of blackguards.
So this is Norgcel, the Forbidden Island. We need to find Margus and the blackguards. That's an Argonian reliquary. It must have contained one of the cylinders for the ritual.
Hear my words and reveal your hiding place.
Disengage the cylinders! That should stop the ritual! That chamber, there it is! Deal with the Guardian and grab the skull!
what's going on. Do you want me to take you back to Shadowfen now? After I pilot the ship back to Shadowfen, I think I'll set sail for a place as far from Murkmire and the Blackguards as I can manage. I wonder what lies beyond the edge of the map, west of Somerset.
Welcome back, my friend. Were you in Gilar successful? Were you able to stop Margus? And what of the cursed skull? Did you see it? Tell me, is the threat to Murkmire behind us now? That's unfortunate. But the Argonians warned us that the ritual was dangerous. At least Cyrodiilic Collections won't have to worry about Margus Darius anymore. But you stopped the ritual? Margus wasn't able to release the curse on Murkmire, right? Well, I think we'd know if Bilakar's curse had been unleashed. At the very least, my sister Famia would have sent word. I'm sure she'd notice if Murkmire was destroyed around her. Did you get to see the skull? Is it really made of solid gold? Good job, my friend. I'll send the skull to my sister in Murkmire. She'll make sure it's safe. If you ever get out that way, Famia would love to meet you. And Cyrodiilic Collections can always use your help. For now, take this with my thanks.
Oh, hello there. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Welcome to Lilmoth, the festering jewel of Black Marsh. Argonian words, not mine. Doesn't strike me as all that festery, but I digress. How would you like to join an exciting expedition? Oh, the most worthy kind of expedition. A journey into the distant past. Not the literal past, I mean, that would be crazy. We're exploring one of the Argonians' ancient Zanmir pyramids to find a priceless relic, the Kajinjat crystal. To preserve it for future generations, of course. So much of the Argonians' unique history has been lost. With your help, we can pull this antiquity out of the mud and share it with the world. Discovery, adventure? What could be better? You've made a great choice in joining us, friend. The other members of our expedition have already gathered near the western gate. I'll be along shortly. I just need to check on a few things. This is exciting, right? Oh dear. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Famia Mercius, or Famia Speaks with Round Tongue to the locals. I'm Cyrodiilic Collections' chief antiquarian here in Murkmire. Oh, so you're that adventurer she mentioned in her letters. What a welcome coincidence. Concordia has been invaluable to the effort. One day, I'll finally convince her to visit. Oh, just over 3 years at this point. I'll admit, it takes some getting used to, but once you... Ow! Ooh! Sorry. Once you settle in, you'll never want to leave. Doing your research, huh? Excellent. The local Argonians call it Ishtaj Thitithil Met. Literally, the exact egg cracker. Evocative, right? We just call it the Ishtaj Zanmir. I have it on good authority that we'll find the Kajinjat crystal inside. Apparently, it was vital to some kind of ritual, but that could mean practically anything. According to my research, ancient Argonians performed rituals constantly, large and small. Even so, this crystal clearly deserves a place in our collection. Oh, most certainly. Jewelry, idols, who knows? We sell some of these more common items to private collectors. Not for a profit, mind you. Just enough to keep the operation afloat. For the most part, no, they don't. The Argonians here in Murkmire, they don't see things the way we do. When we first arrived, I tried to include the locals in our work, to get their blessing, you know? Fine, I guess. The truth is, the Argonians just don't care about their history all that much. They live in the now. Past, future, those concepts are totally foreign to them. Once our museum is finished, though, I'm sure they'll take an interest. Well, I do know a little something about how to get along here in Murkmire. The first thing I'd suggest is making connections with the local tribes, the Wasik Halil in particular. Sorry, I slip into gel sometimes. The Argonian tongue, the locals say I'm a natural. Anyway, the Wasik Halil are also called the Bright Throats. They're quite friendly. Artisans mostly. Clever traders too. Very good friends to have in a pinch. Most of the Murkmire tribes are cagey, but polite. There is one tribe I'd avoid, though. The Deadwater tribe, or the Nagakor. They're Nagas, a strange breed of Argonians with a very prickly disposition. They don't like outsiders. Not one bit.
So, Famia reels in another adventurer, eh? This one admits you seem stronger than most. Zadaza gives you 2 in 3 chance of surviving. Fair odds, yes? Ha! Only for wide-footed bumblers. Unfortunately, Famia has a weak eye for talent, and Murkmire is full of clumsy risk-takers. But don't worry, Walker. This one has been on 5 expeditions with Famia, and only seen people eaten by salamanders twice. Only this. When we find treasure, take no more than you can carry comfortably. A heavy purse will make you slow, and being slow will make you dead. Oh, and if you see Zadaza running, you should run too, in the same direction. Simple. Any other questions for Zadaza? Or do you simply wish to get to the running, dodging, and screaming? Ask away, Walker. Our leader, Famia, knows more about the ruins than Zadaza, but Zadaza knows more about not getting eaten by crocodiles. This one will let you decide which is more important. Famia is very smart. Not clever, though. Zadaza risks losing her tail because she is bold, and beautiful, and greedy. But Famia risks all because she loves the lizard folk. Do not ask this one to explain why. It makes no sense to Zadaza. Ha, Rajin's shadow. How much time do we have? Sink sand, poison darts, blades of all sizes. Oh, and falling rocks. And also poison gas. This one is probably forgetting a few things. Just assume that everything in the Zanmir wants you dead. That depends on what you value, yes? Famia looks for this Kajinjat crystal. Zadaza looks for things that are light and numerous. Baubles and ancient coins, you see? Some look for heavy golden idols. They tend to wind up squished or in pieces. Confidence, initiative, excellent. These are wonderful traits that will almost certainly get you killed. Do not worry. Zadaza will ensure that your legend lives on by scooping up your bloody gear and selling it. Ah, Famia arrives.
I'm coming. I'm coming straight away. Just give me a moment. So, you found our fellow travelers. Excellent. Whew, I think we're almost ready to depart. There is one thing I need your help with before we begin our adventure in earnest, though. The ancient Argonians locked the Zanmir up tight, and not just with metal locks. They infused the stone with sun magic. I won't pretend to understand how it works, but I do know that without a potent magical focus, the door won't budge. Oh, I'm glad you asked. There are flecks of yellow glass scattered all over Murkmire. We call them Baka stones, and each one contains a bit of ancient magicka. Put enough of them together, and you can activate all sorts of things. Things like doors. Out in the marsh, I'm afraid. I sent a few of my best people to gather the stones for me, and agreed to meet them later. With your help, it shouldn't take long. Can I count on you to accompany me? bag? Is he chased off by one of these salamanders? Keep an eye out. That's Dynia's sword. Oh, she loves that sword. Oh dear, oh dear. This is troubling. Come, let's hurry. I need to speak to someone. I need to meet a local Argonian, a bright throat named Zukas. He should be waiting at a hut we use as a gathering place. Maybe we'll find Dynia and Eshraf there too. Lots of old, collapsed buildings hereabouts. Murkmire Argonians believe that everything is temporary. You see, so they just let nature take its course. Makes our job a bit more difficult, but, oh, still fascinating. What's that? Eshraf's journal? And another stone? Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Wait. Zukas! Is that you?
Sun's blessings, friend Famia. I hope you did not wait too long. Greetings, Biko, and welcome to Murkmire. My name is Zukas. I am wondering, who are you? Forgive the rushed introduction. I find that trading names and intentions makes for calmer waters. We understand each other, I think. Then this Vaka stone belongs to you, I think. Friend Famia never tires of poking around in the old hard nests. I do not know why, but very few dryskin habits make sense to me. The Zanmirs are very dangerous. Do you have a guide? No. Truthfully, there is nothing in the Zanmirs that interests me. I hope you have a good reason for taking this journey. I should point out that simple greed is not a good reason. This does not surprise me. I hope you will not let her come to harm. Famia is a worthy friend. She honestly tries to do right by the Saxhleel, but her persistence, it often gets her into trouble. I wish you luck in your expedition. That is a fair point, and I respect nothing more than honest dealing. As I said, my name is Zukas, Root Herald of the Bright Throat tribe. I protect the tribe's interest. Some hunt for Wamasu. I hunt for truth and fruitful relationships. You have not heard of us? Either you are very new, or I am dragging my tail as a representative. We are artisans, traders, and guides. Our Hist's roots stretch from Brightthroat village north of here to Lilmuth and the coast beyond. Yes, you might call it a tree. All Saxhleel serve a Hist. Their branches protect us, and their sap sustains us. If your path ever takes you to Brightthroat village, you will see. I promise you, Murkmire is much grander than the streets of Lilmuth. That is what we Argonians call ourselves here in Black Marsh. Saxhleel means people of the root in the swamp tongue. Trees, roots, you see? Perhaps eager is a better word. Most people who visit Black Marsh believe we Saxhleel are uncultured children at best, or fish-brained savages at worst. Famia, however, appreciates our culture, in her way, sometimes too much. She risks her life to recover antiquities we do not want or need. Her dedication is touching, I guess. I keep telling her that we would rather have fresh slugs and sturdy tools, but no snake can slither backwards. She does what she does. So it goes. I would not say that. Some Zanmirs contain powerful relics or cursed antiquities. We can't have that sort of thing floating around. It takes some doing, but typically we can recover items like that without a fight. Then there is a fight. The Vaka stones? Sometimes. More often I bring maps, tools, and small gifts. Friend Famia brings me things as well. Stories about the items she seeks mostly. Hairfolk groomers, too. Those are very fine gifts. I do not know this word, spy. A root herald cannot serve their tribe without gathering stories and rumors, but I would not drink from another Saxleel's gourd when they were not looking. Famia tells only what she wishes to. Friends, you see.
I just need to take a moment to speak to Zukas about Eshraf and Dynia. Hopefully he knows something, or knows someone who does. In the meantime, why don't you head to the Zonmir? It's just east of here. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. Oh, I'll be fine. If anything threatens us, Zukas will take care of it. This business with Eshraf and Dynia has me worried. I'm hoping Zukas can find out if anyone's seen them. Oh, but before you leave, could you give me those Vaka stones and the sword? Bijou style door release. Fascinating. Oh, a bit of help, please. Just pull that lever there. Push! I meant push! Ah!
Famia, are you alive?
Zadaza, you avoided the trap?
A rock fell on Zadasa's beautiful tail, but otherwise she's fine. The others fell into separate rooms.
Mara's mercy. Try to find a way around. We'll look for the others down here. That did it! Well done. At this rate, we'll find the Kajinjat crystal in no time. My friends, too. Oh, and watch out for venomous flora. The plants in Murkmire bite.
Help! I fell into this pit and... Oh, please, mercy. Don't look down.
Oh, what to do, what to do? Wait, look up there. Flint vine. That could do the trick. Find as much flint vine as you can and wind it up. We'll make a ladder and haul her up.
Oh, thank you. I'm climbing up now. That was terrifying. I heard shouting from across the chasm. It sounded like Varro. He needs help. I just need a moment.
All right, rest here, but not for too long. The crystal's almost in reach. Let's go help Varro.
Stay back, you beasts!
Hold on, Varro. We're on our way. Aim for the abdomen.
That all of them? Good.
Jones' bumpy arse. What happened in here? The crystal is near. Come.
You see? You aren't the only one who can find side passages.
Note this one's very genuine surprise.
The Kajinjat crystal! At last!
Careful, Famia. We have had enough falling and screaming for one day.
Sound advice. It should just be a matter of wedging the pressure plate and... there. Finally, we... What was that? Mars, mercy!
What in Stendar's name is that?
Will open the door.
What's happening?
Deadly gas. It fills the Zanmir. Run, now, before you suffocate.
The door is open. Hurry!
Leg. I'm right behind you.
I hope you see now. I do not exaggerate about the Zanmirs. Are you all right? You are not wheezing or leaking blood from your ears. That is something, at least. A fair question. In truth, I came to rescue Famia. I will admit a certain affection for her. She is kind-hearted and loyal, like a hedge gecko or one of your tiny bark dogs. I would not want her to come to harm. I'm glad to see you safe as well. Ha, no. Have a care with that crystal, Biko. If it is truly the Kajinjat, you should not let it jangle around in Famia's purse for long. I know that, if mishandled, it could lead to something very dangerous. So I would appreciate it if Famia stayed safe at home, for a time. It has been many long hours since my last sundoze, after all, and I try to limit my rescues to one per day.
That Zukas is always so polite. I don't know where I'd be without him. Despite the mishaps, we have the Kajinjat crystal, thanks in no small part to your contributions. Cause for at least modest celebration, right? No, of course not. Though some have gone worse. Anyway, we shouldn't dwell on the missteps and bungles. Need I remind you that we recovered the Kajinjat crystal? An item of immeasurable historical import. Yes, well, I had hoped to discuss that in private. Provided this little misadventure hasn't driven you from the business completely, I'd like to bring you on for another task. Let me settle up here, then I'll meet you in my office in Lomoth.
Farewell, everyone. Please, do not make me do this again.
Well, that was exciting, right?
I have never seen more spiders.
Are you joking? We nearly died.
Welcome, my friend, to exploring with Famia.
That's hardly fair. Our last expedition was...
Spike Pit.
Well, yes, but before that...
Angry Naga Heart Eaters.
Ah, but what about that trip north? That wasn't...
Many, many crocodiles.
Madus lost his hand to one. Remember Madus?
Zadaza mostly remembers his screams.
Yes, but need I remind you, we acquired the Kajinjat crystal?
Good for you. As for me, I'm out. This elf is sticking to woodland adventures from now on.
Smart. I'm sitting the next one out too. Here, elf. I'll walk you home.
Are you certain you're up to it?
Ale's cheap in Lilmoth, and there's not a beast alive that's going to stand between me and a tankard right now.
Fair enough. Just take it slow, all right?
A one-legged Imperial and a wood elf fresh out of the cradle go wandering into the swamp. What could go wrong?
You're here! Excellent! Welcome to the headquarters of Cyrodiilic Collections. Now, we have business to discuss, right? I hope our experience in the Zanmir hasn't put you off adventuring for good. Yes, we'll get to that. But first, payment for services rendered. You helped me acquire the Kajinjat crystal, and recovered 2 Argonian treasures besides. Peerless work, my friend. Peerless! Please, take this payment with my compliments. Now then, are you ready to discuss my offer? I certainly hope so. I honestly don't know what I'll do if you turn me down. It's grave business, you know? I'm not trying to apply undue pressure or anything, but yes, serious business. It's my missing companions, Eshraf and Dainia, the explorers whose bags we found out in the marsh, remember? I told you I sent them to recover Baka stones, but that wasn't all they were looking for. They were looking for the remnant of Argon. A legend. Some say it's a massive gem, others a magical egg. Either way, I fear Eshraf and Dynia's disappearance is linked to their search. Zukas agreed to look into it, and it seems he's found something. Could you speak with him? Zukas's message said to meet him at the Tiba Enu field in Altan Mir Halil. Tiba Enu's a local sport. I have no idea how it's played. There's a ball involved, I know that. I'm babbling, sorry. I do this when I'm nervous. Please, be careful. Oh, certainly. Zukas enjoys friendly relationships with practically everyone, even the Nagas. Some of Lilmoth's investors see him as a bit of a swindler, but that's rooted in their ignorance of Argonian culture more than anything else. The Nagas are a breed of Argonians. I guess breed is the term. Sounds a bit offensive, doesn't it? Oh dear. Well, let's just say they're a different kind of Argonian. The Deadwater tribe is a Naga group, but tribeless Nagas wander all over Murkmire. Hostile? Well, I mean, they're certainly aggressive, but hostile has all kinds of connotations I'd rather avoid. What matters is they react with violence to practically any intrusion. For instance, they abducted me once about a year ago. Well, one of my expeditions took a brief detour into Deadwater territory. They took us as hostages almost immediately. I tried to impress upon them my deep love and admiration for Argonian culture. They broke my arm in 3 places, tied me to a raft, and sent me headfirst down Who-Kept Falls. Luckily, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm casting them in a very poor light. Honestly, if you can see past the idle cruelty, they're really quite pleasant. Honestly, Are you sure you want me to bring you into this? Eshraf and Dynia only knew its name, and now they've probably been kidnapped. Very well. As I said, no one really knows what the Remnant is, but it's just everywhere. Tree minders whisper about it when they think no one's listening. It's tucked away in poems and songs. It's always there, just below the surface. Like I said, people think it's just a legend, so they ignore it. But once serious scholars like us start asking questions, start making those first quiet discoveries, all the opportunists crawl out of their holes to take their nibbles. All the folktales imply that the Remnant shares a deep connection with the Hist, but the rest is pretty murky. Songs about the Remnant almost always end with a hero plucking it from the roots of a tree and ushering in a new golden age. Others... well, some of the songs end with an unworthy snake swallowing the Remnant and turning into a hideous giant that ravages the land for 100 seasons. So, keep an eye out for snakes?
Come on! Why are you just standing there? Let's go!
Ah, Sun's blessings, Biko. You come to discuss friend Famia's missing explorers, yes? Only the scent of conspiracy. But for now, the scent is enough. The Dragonstar Caravan Company, a dishonest flock of thugs and traders, funnels information to someone outside Lilmoth. Notes on Cyrodiilic Collection's business dealings, I think. Not yet, but that is soon to change. The orc Lozwug, who watches my eggkin play Tiba Inu. He serves the Dragonstar Caravan Company. A courier, I think. He carries a letter filled with his tradekin's secrets. With your help, I will take it. I do not need to convince you? That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lozwug shows loud, obnoxious interest in our game, Tiba Inu. Ask him to explain the rules. While he growls and rants, I will take the letter from his pocket. Simple, I think.
Are you gonna play or what? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? More like Tiba stupid. This game's a joke. No tusk jabs, no eye gouges, just a bunch of rolling around and tail swinging.
I have got no tusking idea, neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. Then all of a sudden, half of them stood up and started slapping their tails, croaking like mad and kicking balls around. I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and then the other team started hooting and slapping their chests like monkeys. They rushed the hill, formed a circle around a rock, and started standing on their heads. They started singing. Then one of them shouted, "Enu!" and everyone flopped over like they were dead. They laid there for 15 minutes, then the game was over, I guess. Tusking nonsense. If that's a sport, I'm a hearthwife's dustpan.
Very well done. You must be half river boa, Biko. Loswug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. But my tongue wanders. Let me read this. Oh, this is... Yes, this may rattle the cattails. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia, where she walks, who she speaks with, what she eats, and so on. I had no idea she ate so many snails. On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Loswug carried only this letter. I know a place where more information can be found, but you will have to go alone. The Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. They were very pleased, until it sunk. Now they slop around in there like angry mudmoles. No one is welcome, least of all me. If you sneak into the depot, you may find more clues. I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over fond of uninvited guests. If they see you, they will probably shout or ring bells or run in silly circles, so be cautious. And please try not to kill anyone. It always leads to headaches. It is like I said before, I wish to keep friend Famia safe. Ha! So you know about the Remnant too. Some rumors are like willow vipers, Biko. Well hidden and best left alone. A conversation for another time, I think. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. A bad reputation is like a stone tied to your tail. Saxhleel do not drown, but it is very difficult to see at the bottom of a lake. I am sorry, this is a poor metaphor. Yes, as the depot is sinking, the fence up against the swamp is in poor repair. There is a spot near the back of the camp where you can get in, but not out. This may be better than going in the front, yes? Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. It started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. We made a bargain, a land deal. I negotiated in good faith, but she was lazy and inattentive, and so missed key details. Yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the return of some treaties her company acquired years ago. I paper the walls of my home with evidence of dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Documents hold power in the Ojel world, especially old documents. Taken alone, they are mostly worthless, but combined with threat of conflict, they can be useful. Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. Well, not so kind in some circles. The Deadwater tribe uses this word like a knife. For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded, as it always does during the wet knee season. She grew furious, called me a swindler. Now they throw rocks at me anytime I stray near the depot. Luckily, I am very swift, and they are very stupid. You! Who are you? What are you doing in there?
Inu kal soku hoto grill.
Success? Do not let my lack of dancing and cheering fool you. I am very impressed. I did not think you would secure the clues we need so quickly. How did you fare in there? That is good. Taking a life closes more doors than it opens. A valuable lesson that goes largely unheeded by the Lilmoth Olgel and my Naga cousins. But again, my tongue wanders. We should discuss Famia's lost friends. What did you find? The Blackguards? Kayak. They are a cruel bunch. Mostly tribeless Nagas and dry-skin Ogels. So, the Dragonstar Caravan Company provides spy reports to the Blackguards. Then the Blackguards snatch up the explorers when they stray outside the city walls. It is Deadwater make, but a Deadwater Naga would never give up a weapon willingly. Perhaps the Blackguards tried to abduct Deadwater warriors too. I cannot be sure. I have heard nothing, but the Deadwater tribe never admits weakness. My doubt spine quivers, but there is only one way to find out. I will send word to my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. You should return to Famia. Tell her what we discovered and encourage her to stay indoors. She will be safer there, I think. A murder in the heart of Lilmoth? Yes, that would be Jaxic Orn, I think. A call or war captain of the Deadwater tribe. Perhaps she came looking for that weapon you recovered. Jaxic and I are good friends. She would never admit it, though. Yes, why would I not be? Things are not so simple here, Biko. Naga warriors kill and kidnap and steal, yes. But we are all children of the root. If the Hist wills it, Jaxic might even kill me eventually. But she will still be my friend. Oh yes, definitely. Like I said, there are no guarantees with the Deadwater tribe. It is like dealing with one of your stray bark dogs, I think. Scratch its chin right, it will listen. Scratch its chin wrong, it will rip out your throat.
You're back. Excellent. Did you find Zukas? Any word on my missing explorers? Blackguards? Oh, those ill-mannered brutes are the worst kind of trouble. I have more unwelcome news. Our companions, Zadaza and Kirsteleth, have also gone missing. Zadaza went to conduct her own investigation. Kirsteleth decided to tag along. Really? I can't imagine that they'd be enthusiastic about helping us, but I suppose Zukas would know best. Before you go, would you mind sharing what you've learned with someone else? Cyrodiilic Collection's primary benefactor is just upstairs. Oh, goodness. I never even mentioned her before, did I? Her name is Cassandra, a wealthy antiquarian of great renown. She's been an invaluable partner, just like you. If you'll just follow me upstairs, I'll... Oh, wait. Here she is now.
So, this is the adventurer you mentioned, Famia. Excellent. Greetings. I am Cassandra. I regret that it's taken me so long to make your acquaintance. Famia told me all about your heroics in the Zanmir. Speaking of heroics, thank you for trying to find our lost explorers. Abducted by blackguards, were they? Very well. I do hope you will exercise caution. The blackguards are not particularly bright, but what they lack in intellect they make up for in brute strength. Our friend Zukas, for all his many virtues, is not a warrior. Yes, I'm familiar with Jaxic Orn, a very proud warrior. Hopefully, not too proud. If we have common cause with the Deadwater tribe, it only makes sense to cooperate. Compromise and collaboration rest at the very heart of all great endeavors. Blackguards. Unwelcome news, isn't it, Whiptail?
I'll handle it. Give me 2 hours.
No.
Our new friend has the situation well in hand.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. I arranged a meeting with my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. She is very proud, so we must use a breeze-like touch. This will be a brief and probably bloody meeting if we do not. Cassandra, yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. I am glad she sees the wisdom in talking to the Deadwater tribe. Cassandra has many flaws, but stupidity is not among them. You need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. Cassandra is Vexovite. You would say persnickety, I think? Well, you would probably not say that. That is a very stupid word. But you take my meaning. She is very particular. For Cassandra, all the world is a mess. She loves clean angles, good posture, fitting things snug in tiny boxes. It is a very dry way to live, but who am I to judge? She probably thinks I am lazy because I sleep 14 hours a day.
I see their approach. You make me wait too long, Zukas. The Deadwater tribe goes to war with the Blackguards, yes. I hunt one of them even now. But we do not need or want your help. Now, go back to your coast town, Ogel. The swamp will eat you if you do not.
So, it is true. The Blackguards take hostages from the Deadwater tribe as well. As I said, Jaxic is very proud, but she would be a valuable ally if we could convince her to let us help. Too bad she runs away, yes? At least we have a lead. Yes, she said she was hunting a Blackguard even now, right? Did you see how her throat fins spread? How her pupils dilated and her tail stiffened as she turned to leave? Her prey is very, very close. We only need to follow her. We hunt the hunter. Scan the swamp for the bent reeds and broken fronds she leaves in her wake. The trail should eventually lead us to friend Jaxic and the Blackguard she hunts. Simple, I think. Crouch down, Biko. Look for bent stalks, torn leaves, or muddy prints. Should be easy. Jaxic Orn rarely sneaks around danger. She goes through it, always. Jaxic, approach carefully.
I grind my fangs. Following a Deadwater call is the act of a fool or a maniac. Sojay says fools and maniacs both bleed red. I will repeat myself. Once. I do not need your help. I hunt these Blackguards alone. Our business is settled. Leave. The Ogel stands its ground. Brave. Or stupid. A flock of flat-toothed Blackguards took refuge in this ravine. They snatched up some of my egg-kin, your allies too, and threw them in cages. Now Sojay and I will hack these grills to pieces. I narrow my eyes. You and the Brightthroat wish to join me on this raid rather than pick the bones when the work is done. Fine. Burn the wagons. Smash their supplies. Kill any that oppose you. When all lies in ashes, we will speak again. You and Zukas so enjoy waggling your tongues. Fine. What do you wish to know? Sojay is my weapon, hewn from the bones and teeth of my fallen egg brother. Many beasts and Ogels have felt its bite. Now these Blackguard savages will feel it too. Talk? No. Sojay shouts, always. Blood, fear, glory. All is meat to Sojay. I tighten my fist. Blackguards are limp-tailed savages, honorless Nagas mostly, who nest in Black Rose Prison. Cowards that value metal coins more than water. When they stray into dead water lands, we kill them. No. I will save these kidnapped warriors, but they will have much to answer for when they return to Deadwater Village. If Rajkal Seelan's temper flares, they may wish they had not been rescued at all. War Chief to the Deadwater tribe. He is old and ill-tempered. He forgives when it suits him, but it suits him rarely. There are few chiefs greater than Seelan. Impatience bristles my quills. I am Jaksik Orn, Deadwater Call. You know this already. Why do you ask me to repeat something you already know? I blink my eyes. Zukas did not tell you more. That is surprising. Zukas never tires of talking. I am a warrior. Sojay and I hunt and kill the Deadwater tribe's many enemies. There is nothing more to say. Zukas and I are not friends. A Naga Call has no friends. Only allies and prey. Zukas is often an ally, so he is permitted to speak in Deadwater Village. A great honor. He is rarely an ally in war, though. This is Hewe. Odd. And also annoying. Finally, you speak sense. Bare your fangs, Ojel. The hunt begins.
So it's a fight? I fight best from the shadows, Biko. I leave the direct approach to you.
It's you! Thank Ifray! Please get us out of here!
Run, you mudlegs! Zadaza is done with this place. So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this swamp! I'm never coming back!
Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe. This one is known to us, Ojel. A blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. If you want to talk to it, be quick. Sojay is thirsty, and Sithis is waiting. I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because this fish walks upright and has a face. The Ojel is an animal. A foolish one. The Deadwater tribe does not suffer animals like this to live. I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily, outsider. Blackguards slither about in Deadwater territory often. Too often. Perhaps finding this Ojel in pieces will finally lure them into open combat. Then we will skin them like catfish.
As always, Jaksik's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. If she returns to her swordkin with tales of what she witnessed here, it could discourage future attacks. How quickly Jaksik forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one, we terrify 100. An ancient tactic, Biko, but very effective.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me! I surrendered! I had nothing to do with the abduction of that lizard's people! I swear it! How in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth. Mara's mercy. You'd let that Naga murder a prisoner. Just let me think. All right. There was an interrogator who grilled a few of the captives. Something about a remnant. Yes, the remnant of Argon. He was asking everyone about it, even the Nagas. Yes, some Argonian relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant is. Word is there's someone with a heavy purse willing to pay out a fortune for any information, but that's all I know. Please don't make my daughter an orphan.
This savage lies as easily as it breathes. Look at its eyes, the sweat on its brow. It stinks of deceit and cowardice. Now it speaks of the remnant of Argon. It must die. This Ogel is a liar and the spawn of liars. Now Sojay and I will kill it. I am not. You showed cunning in tracking me and strength during the raid. To see you falter now, in the face of some blubbering, treacherous dryskin, would turn my stomach. It says it has a daughter. It has killed many daughters. Now that ends.
So the blackguards seek the remnant. That is unwelcome news. Even so, killing a single bound prisoner will save no lives. Friend Jaxic thinks it is justice. It is not. Release the blackguard. Spare this one life, and we may save many more. I cannot be sure, but that is no bad thing. Nothing leads to more death than the need for certainty. You cut down many blackguards and laid waste to their operation. Let this dryskin describe it to her friends. Then they will know fear.
Brave, Ogel. But foolish.
Thank you. I'm finished with the blackguards. You have my word.
You made the right decision, Biko. Thank you. So, the Ogels have learned about the remnant of Argon. That is frustrating. Something I cannot discuss, for now. Return to Famia and tell her this. She is a friend to the Saxleal, but the remnant is not some stone cup or golden idol. It is something much greater and more dangerous.
I hiss with fury. How did these Ogel beasts learn about the remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all.
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. Marvelous! What happened out there? So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the blackguards learn about the remnant? Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the remnant. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra. Oh, no surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help. Zukas knows my motives are pure, and this Deadwater warrior proved she's willing to collaborate when the situation requires it. We'll win them over. I'm sure of it.
So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Now, as to the blackguards, we should assume that they learned a great deal from our friends and the Deadwater warriors. Wouldn't you agree? Unfortunate. I can tell you as an expert of Argonian archaeology, the idea of one of those ignorant thugs handling such a valuable antiquity makes me very uncomfortable. Did they mention why they seek this thing? I have some experience with wealth. Jangling gold in front of a pack of cutthroats is an act of crude desperation. This person is either a fool or a victim of some obsession. In either case, we cannot let this remnant fall into their hands. We can discuss that in a moment. First, we owe you a significant sum. It's only right that we settle the books on that first. I hope this is sufficient. I assure you, there will be much more if you choose to join us. Once again, you have my thanks. You've done a great deal for us already. I wonder if you're willing to do a bit more. While Famia has proven a steadfast companion, I believe our current predicament requires someone a bit more adroit when things take a turn for the perilous. I do. One of your native companions warned you off of it, didn't they? Believe me, I sympathize. But despite my lifestyle, I'm still an Argonian, one with ample means. Who would I be if I didn't use that wealth to help my people? Yes, you are clearly the best at what you do. I can think of no one more qualified to lead this endeavor. You and Zukas have grown close, correct? He knows a great deal about the Remnant, I'm sure. Please, convince him we only want to help. Thank you for your efforts thus far, and your achievements to come. I have business in Alton Mirville. Perhaps we can reconvene there once you've made your inquiries with Zukas. It is. I spent the greater part of my youth in Cyrodiil. Taking on Imperial dress, name, and customs made things easier. Of course, it makes things here in Murkmire more complicated. One of my life's many ironies. No, I was hatched in Morrowind, your people's homeland. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate. It was a very difficult time. I don't harbor a grudge, though, truly. Working with upright dark elves like you is my genuine pleasure. The antiquities market. No surprise there, I'm sure. I know I'm a bit starchy now, but in my youth, I was quite the explorer. I discovered several untouched Ayleid ruins and auctioned their treasures for a tidy sum. Hardly. The Ayleids treated my ancestors very poorly. I prefer to think of this as simple reparations. In any case, my business interests are purely philanthropic now. Like Famia, I only seek to preserve Argonian relics for future generations. It is, in fact. You have a very keen eye. You should know that the crystal was a tremendous discovery. Vaka stones like this one are very difficult to come by. Famia didn't tell you? Vaka stones are mysterious crystals, not unlike the Ayleid Welkin stones. Our ancestors used them to store the raw magicka that falls from the sun, thus their radiant yellow hue. Powerful relics, to be sure. If an opportunity presents itself, perhaps. I suspect that some ancient Argonian relics require Vaka stones to function. No doomsday devices, though, I promise. An item of tremendous historical significance and arcane power. Very little scholarship exists on the subject, but I do know a little. Argonian elders often referred to it as a sacred egg, or Zathithal. Eggs always contain something, right? answers. About the Hist, their beginnings, their powers, their intentions. All I know for certain is that it does not contain simple coins or ancient bric-a-brac. The Remnant is a vessel for great power. We must be cautious and well prepared. Whatever is best for the people of Murkmire. I won't act without their consultation if that's what you're worried about. Again, I may be something of an outsider, but I am still an Argonian. This isn't some purely academic matter for me. I honestly couldn't say. Most of that history was beaten out of my exiles by the Dark Elves centuries before I was born. Slavers take great pains to destroy our racial identity, you see. Makes us easier to control, I suppose. You mean, has the Hist spoken to me? I'd prefer not to talk about that right now. A conversation for another time.
Ah, Biko. I would be lying if I said this is unexpected. Welcome to my home, Brightthroat Village. Cozier than Lilmuth, I think. What brings you? Let me hazard a guess. Of course you do. This matter of the Remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors, and war is brewing. All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chimemaker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Poetic, right? Old Shuvu spends his time in the Glade of Chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place. If you go there now, I will join you. You will like Chimemaker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant, like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade. The Remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt. Like rain on the shoulders, or a brief whiff of cinnamon grass. Difficult to explain to outsiders, I think. Ha, this is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe, one that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the Remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not know why. My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the Remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it. Is the name not clear? It is a glade. It is full of chimes. Some people think that the Hist speaks to us, just as I speak to you, using words, you see. We call this kahupwo, the mouth talk. Very rare, Biko. Most Hist speak without words. In Brightthroat Village, the Hist speaks through chime music.
Is that? Ha! Little Zukas, come to visit your old friend in the Glade of Chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the Kepo grass. And you, blackguard slayer, what can this stiff-legged crafter do for you? Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zuka's friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching. Another jangles about death and journey's ends. Ha! The Ogel is clever, Zukas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the Remnant? Only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg mother's egg mother. A chime as old as our tribe. Locked away, hidden under mud in lost memories. Understand, our exiles did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zukas trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. We will learn its truth together. The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zukas can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned, even bright throats who know the mire like their own scales face danger there. Since before he hatched, I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree and stare up at the branches, listening. Always listening. I thought he might take my place one day. You should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zukas. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean like an underfed guar. Eventually, he had no time to listen anymore. All is as the Hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade. Until then, he does the tribe's work. There is no shame in that. None at all.
I fear we will find more than the chime inside this vault. Be careful. The Nahish elders never speak of this place, not even to me. Stay watchful, Biko. I hear something. The chimes. They seem without wind. Just ahead. Kaok, I hate this.
A beast nesting in the Wither Vault, soiling the chime. My rage quill is engorged.
Be calm, old Shuvu. No one wants to see that.
The wind welcomes you, Zukas friend. You have the remnant chime? Please, settle an old lizard's spines. The beast Zukas mentioned, it did not gnaw or shed water on it, right? Hist be praised. Take the chime to the listening tree and hang it there. When you are ready, clutch this prayer stone and focus. If your cause is just, the Hist will answer. If not, I guess we have to find a better place to bury this chime.
Do I know you?
Perfect. Now center yourself in the glade and focus the remnant's mystery on the prayer stone. We seek your guidance and ask the blessing of your song. Sap Mother, Bow Father, please hear our petition and speak the remnant's truth. I hear nothing. A tangle of whispers, nothing more.
That can't be. Wait, I hear it, Shuvu. I hear it. The Hist sings the remnant's truth.
Truly? Ha! Ah, little Zukas, I knew you had a chime maker's heart. Come, tell us what you hear.
Just about enough to render you handsome.
I am confused. Shuvu is the wisest listener in the tribe. How could he hear nothing when I heard it so clearly? He is very old. Maybe he just needs his ear cavity flushed. Smoke of stars to see what once was seen. Sunless sap to hear what once was heard. A bramble of words. I appreciate the Hist's poetry, but this is not an ideal time for it, I think. I do not know. Hopefully Shuvu can teach me how to decipher the words. It will take time, but I will find you if I learn more. Perhaps friend Famia could help also? Or Cassandra. They both know the marsh's stone secrets. They could prove useful.
Well, you certainly have a spring in your step. Your work with the Bright Throats went well, I take it. Splendid! Following another lead on the Remnant. Or, potential lead. Someone she worked with before she started funding Cyrodiilic collections. I don't know much more. She asked me to tell you to join them when I saw you, so I suppose you should do that. West of here, near that spooky prison. Honestly, I missed most of it. Too preoccupied by her bodyguard. Something about how he looks at me. Gives me the shivers, you know? But we have better things to discuss. What did you learn with Zookas? Ritual Argonian poetry. The words are common, but the meter is all wrong. There's more to it. Missing verses, perhaps? Well, truthfully, Cassandra is the authority on that sort of thing. You should set out. I'll try to dig up a few relevant texts. Smoke and sunless sap. Strange that the Bright Throats hissed would speak in such dour terms. Maybe it describes some dark age. The Alessian incursion of the First Era? Or perhaps a dark age yet to come. Egads, let's hope it's not that. Ugh, I wish I knew. He's just the worst, right? She hired him maybe 6 months ago? I don't think Cassandra's ever received a credible threat to her life, but he's always there, leering at us. Maybe she'll sack him now that you're here. Fingers crossed. Cassandra summoned me. Honestly, it's nice to get out of the office from time to time. Thought I might take in a Tiba Inu match while I'm here. I guess it'll have to wait. I need to get back to Lilmoth to research this poem of yours. Oh, they're mostly fine, if a little shaken up. A few of them have sworn off exploring for good. Hard to blame them, I guess. Luckily, Zadaza chose to stay on. She would never let her career end with an abduction. Far too proud for that.
It's no use. Pockets have been picked clean.
Nothing. Good, you're here. You found us. Good. As you can see, we've met with some difficulty. I apologize for the unsightliness. Were your inquiries in Brightthroat Village fruitful? Murder, apparently. The victim was Hitsasi, a former associate. Not so pleasant or learned as Famia, but still useful in his own way. He traveled in less reputable circles. I had hoped he could shed some light on the blackguard's plans. That is what we are trying to determine. Whatever happened, it was neither clean nor brief. What a waste. If the blackguards came after him, Hitsasi must have known something about the Remnant after all. Look around and see what you can find. What have you found? Show them to me, if you would. Pages torn from Hitsatsi's journal. I do not mean to speak ill of the dead, but I must admit some surprise. He never struck me as someone committed enough to keep a journal. If he knew about the Remnant, this could prove invaluable. So, the blackguards have learned what we already know. The truth of the Remnant cannot be torn from my eggkin because they do not know it. Only their tribal relics can provide the answers. How did you learn the Bright Throat's riddle? You see? The voice of the Hist needs a conduit, some physical means of communication. The Blackguards failed to acquire the Bright Throat's chime, but they clearly mean to steal some relic from the Deadwater tribe. Bold. Or spectacularly stupid. Precisely. You know one of the tribe's calls, don't you? Jaxic Orn, if I recall correctly. Find her, and plead our case. If the Deadwater tribe has some way of learning more about the Remnant, we need to find it before the Blackguards do. Safe travels. When you've concluded your business with the Deadwater tribe, meet me back at Cyrodiilic Collection's headquarters in Lilmuth. We're getting close. I can almost feel it. Please, don't mistake my stoic demeanor for a lack of enthusiasm. All of this is tremendously exciting. But, in answer to your inquiry, yes, the primacy of these relics is a thrilling discovery. It supports a theory of mine about the Hist. Well, I wrote a treatise on the subject some years ago, a brisk 400 pages. But I suppose I can give you a summary. Argonians share a special relationship with their Hist. They hear its will, taste its decrees. Yes, well, that's just it. I can't hear the Hist. When I place my hands on the Hist's bark or rest in the shadow of its boughs, I hear nothing. No whispers, no faint smells or soothing tones. Just silence. Deafening silence. Thank you. I admit the silence troubles me, but do you see? My eggkin sometimes need intermediaries, too. With these antiquities, the chimes, the Deadwater relic, and eventually the Remnant itself, perhaps I'll finally hear something.
I grind my fangs. This is a desecration.
I narrow my eyes. I know what you seek. You and the Blackguards both. Sojay and I hack and cleave and stab, yet more Ojels swim over our borders every day. All looking for the remnant of Argon. I must find it first. I will find it first. Consider. We killed many savages together. We will do so again. If the Hist thinks you are worthy of Remnant secrets, you will survive. If not, so be it. I hunt Blackguards. They skulk around our village, yanking up our grave stakes like salt daisies. I arch my brow ridge. Special. Yes. Our grave stakes do not just pin the dead to their resting place. Each tells a story, some as old as the tribe itself. Some of our greatest Raj calls even had the honor of using a Hist bow to make their stakes. Yes. All the more reason to hack these Blackguards dead. Meet me in the swamp east of the village. Our quarry is there. Many unstaked bog blights also. Freed from their dead sleep by those thieving savages. Bare your fangs, Ojel. Time for war. Here already. You are swift, Ojel. I will give you that. But enough flattery, I think. From now on, all is war talk. We seek the grave stakes of several Deadwater calls, and vengeance. I know how we can claim both. The Blackguards steal our fallen eggkin's grave stakes without regard for the stake's purpose. Now, the rivers choke on bog blights, dead and not dead things that eat Nagas whole. With cunning, we will see to it that they eat only Blackguards. The Blackguard savages build ponjis, This word means fumers. Racks of oily, spoiled meat that keep the bog blights off their scent. As we recover the grave stakes, destroy the fumers. The dead not dead will find our enemies and do the rest. This time we attack as one. One serpent, two heads. A single spear ant means nothing, but a hive means death. A bog blight is nothing to us alone, but when they gather in great numbers, great danger. Great glory also for those who fight them. My egg brother Sojay fell to the bog blights. Do not be. It was a glorious battle. And he fights with me still, you see. For the Deadwater, death is certain. But death brings new life. As shield and bow, or axe and knife. In time, the soul moves on. Everything changes, but nothing ends. I curl my lips. Poetic. Another word for soft, I think. Soft words belong to bright throats, like Zukas. Enough egg-gazing. We have work to do. We call them Zulvats. They tell the stories of our victories, and our defeats. Tales from childhood, names of friends, dreams, nightmares. They also keep the dead down where they belong. In the mud. Often enough to earn a name. Bog blight. Many strange things stalk the deep murk, Ojel. Beasts of vine and stone. Giant Hajmota, ghost people, slimes, plants with maws like crocodiles. Dead not dead seem tame by comparison. I nod my head. Yes. Until some tail-lifting savage steals the stake. You see, we are back where we started. Good. The bog blights will feast on this camp soon enough. I know I spoke of fighting as one, but these two were too loud and foolish. Sojay and I had to kill them. Before they died, they spoke of the Remnant and the hissed Woodgrave stakes. One shouted at the other about a relic they could not find. The grave stake of a Chronokal, the great Deadwater war chief called Etra of the Many Spears. Few Deadwater warriors rival Etra. He is Wutum. You would say legend, I think. I blink my eyes. Maybe. Reading a Zulvat is Gravesinger work. We cannot know until we claim the stake. You will have to fight him for it. All Deadwater Khals know Etra's resting place. Look west and follow the ridgeline. His tomb is there. My tail sinks. Etra is buried in the Tomb of Many Spears, an unclean place. Vahat, or taboo in the dry tongue. Sojay and I cannot fight there, but you can. If you can pry the stake away from Etra, bring it to the Gravesinger's lodge. I will reclaim your body and make a helm of your skull. You have earned that, at least. Why do you slump? Bristle your war spines. Etra was a legend, true. But what you fight is not Etra. It is the pieces not needed, bound together by slime and old-time magic. A beast to crush and cleave. Take your weapon and strike true. A call has no tongue for stories, but I will do my best. The Nahish elders say that Etra had a soul older than the tribe. Even before he hatched, the egg handlers heard him chanting from inside his tiny shell. Blood, death, glory. I shake my head. A hero to us, not to you, I think. Etra rolled across the marsh like a thunderhead, felling great trees, slaying huge beasts, and eating the hearts of great warriors. Often, Etra would take his opponent's grave stakes as a trophy. He stored them in the great stone vault that eventually became his tomb. The place where you will face him. The Tomb of Many Spears. One dark day, a great slime claimed the vault. When Etra learned of this, he grew furious and attacked. He did not. He died in glory. Many great Deadwater Calls raided the tomb, seeking pieces of Etra, bones or sinew to make mighty weapons. They all died. Now their corpses, and what remains of Etra's, stalk the tomb forever. Like I said, Vahat. I roll my eyes. If you do not hurry, I will end up telling the story of the slow-legged Ogel who lost the remnant of Argon. Go now. Be swift. Then, is it Etra's story on the gravestake? Or the Hist's?
Both, my Khal. What is our story, if not the story of the Hist?
I see them return. You destroyed Etra? Good. Let that victory rattle the roots. Gravesinger Kiat tells me what we seek is not in the gravestake's symbols, but in the wood itself. I do not know how to read wood, but he says I must. I shake my head. It is a gravestake like the others. I do not even know what to look for. The symbols are worn, but wait. I see it. In the grain. In the whorls and knots. The remnant. It swims in the wood. I can almost touch it. Patience! There are words. In a garden in a maw of stone. Yes, that is all. I see nothing more. This is what we hunted for. A garden. I hiss fire. Why could it not be more simple? Kaok. There must be more. What do you know that we do not? What is us? The Bumbler, Famia, Zukas, the dry-scale Cassandra. A nest of weak spines in Ogel treachery. I will not. I'm sorry. The Deadwater are a suspicious people. But you deserve my respect. And my trust. I will join you in Lilmuth.
Please, you must understand. We only seek the remnant to... Ah, there you are. Oh, thank Mara you're here. I haven't seen a gathering go this poorly since my sister Concordia's 7th birthday. Marinus put slugs in her pudding. I can still hear the screams. Whew. For the record, I did offer tea, but what's needed is answers. A location, clearly. But a location for what? I did some more research on the first riddle, the one about smoke and sap, remember? Well, after combing through a half-dozen dissertations, I'm pretty confident it's referring to a dream wallow. It's an Argonian religious practice, sort of. I've never witnessed one myself, but they typically involve a period of isolation and exposure to potent, mind-altering herbs. According to the text, a dream wallower can see things beyond the physical. Yes, now if we could wait. A garden in a maw of stone? Of course! That's gotta be the Swallowed Grove, the Rionwo. A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. What could be more exciting? We should discuss this with Cassandra right away.
The Rionwo. Many strange things stalk the Swallowed Grove, Bigos.
Strange or not, Sojay and I will kill anything that threatens the Remnant. Anything.
A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. Fascinating. And timely. Very well done, both of you. Immediately. I hate to set out in such a hurry, as careless haste can be fatal in this profession. Unfortunately, we cannot afford to wait. Thank you for all you've done, my friend. The remnant of Argon is almost within our grasp. Just look at us. A bright-throat negotiator, a Deadwater Call, an alley tough Naga, 2 scholars and a hero. As unlikely a party as any I've seen before. I can only hope that discovering the Remnant will tighten these bonds of fellowship. The Grove is north of Alton Mirhalil, tucked away near a roaring waterfall if memory serves. I will make my personal ferry available to all here assembled. Join us, or walk if you prefer. I'd only ask that you avoid any unnecessary delays. Long years of bitter disappointment have trained me to measure my expectations. We will find something in the Grove, I am certain of it. But this Dream Wallow business... The Hist will not make this easy. Not for you, and certainly not for me. Make whatever preparations you must, Famia. The time has come.
What is that?
Huh? Did you hear something?
What are you two talking about?
I hear voices. Do you not hear them?
I'm sorry, Zukas. No, I hear nothing. Can you describe...
Famia, we haven't the time. If we are this close to the Remnant, others may be as well. Come. All right, we've arrived. What next?
Something in the Grove is linked to the Remnant. It is just a matter of finding it, I think.
A hunt, then. Good. Whatever speaks to the Remnant here, Sojay and I will find it.
And there she goes. She is not wrong. We will cover more ground if we split up. If I see anything, I will find you.
Very well. You and Famia go ahead. Whiptail and I will follow in a moment.
I hear something. Is that creaking? Please say it's not skeletons. Skeletons! Oh, Mara's mercy. I'm no mage, but these do seem different, don't they? They're not feral, it's like they're guarding something. By the 8! Look at this masonry! I'll bet this predates the surface on Mears by a century or more. Fascinating.
The root bleeds slow and dry, but this is definitely deep sap. We Brightthroats use this in our dream wallows. I think this is no coincidence. Hist roots stretch very far, Biko. Deep down into the heart of Zalnern and out into distant lands. I cannot say what tribe serves this Hist, but the message is clear. The deep sap is here so we can take it for your dream wallow. Yes, many things feel uncertain, but your role pounds like a drum in my mind. The deep sap is for you. The dream wallow is for you. With the Hist, some things are certain. I could try to explain it, but this is like trying to explain how to breathe underwater to someone who is not a fish. I mean no offense. As not fish go, you are one of the best.
I spread my truth spines. All doubt is dead. The Hist's will is clear. The flowers. Flowers do not speak. Do not be weird. The Hist speaks. In Deadwater Land, we burn star blossoms. Their smoke leads us to the Dream Wallow. They are rare as snow in summer, yet here they are. Tell me, did Zukas find something too? I nod my head. Then our course is clear. The Deadwater Way and the Brightthroat Way will join, like blood and water. A dream wallow unlike any we have seen before. Zukas and I will guide you down this third path. I know it is what the Hist demands. As for what it will do to you, that is a question for a tree minder or a Nahi stream talker. I am neither. This wallow leads to the remnant, I am certain. We have the ingredients. You must provide the bravery. We should find the others. I will search one way, you search another. Deadwater warriors burn the petals and inhale the smoke. It stretches the soul and widens our eyes. Without star blossoms, we could not fight our Kaju dream beasts, or learn our killing names. Breathing this smoke is a great honor, Ojel.
Gil Wazethi Hoopto? Sorry, these engravings are just impossible to read. Something about a dreaming nest? Let's keep looking. Well, that was, nightmarish.
We are here. No one is harmed, I hope?
We're fine, thank you. Did you find something? You all seem quite motivated.
Star blossoms and deep sap. For the Dream Wallow. I feel pain in my throat when I say it, but Famia was right.
Why, thank you, Jaxagorn. The inscription on this door. The dreaming nest is just through here. I'm certain.
Then that is where we go.
The air's a bit thick, isn't it?
Come, no more delays. So this is the dreaming nest. Yet another dead end.
There is more here than you think, Cassandra. The Dream Wallow will clear the waters. You will see.
Breathe deep, Ojel. We will watch over you, but you walk the path alone.
The mural. It bears the image of a hunting party. What does it say to you? over here. Stop dragging your tail, Mateen. The hunting party waits for you at the bone camp. We have a surprise for you.
What is happening to them, Vanya?
I heard a name. Mateen. I think our friend is reliving an ancient Argonian's memories.
You finally arrive. We grow old with waiting.
To hunt is to know patience, Root Brother. But where is Uraz?
Uraz is not with you. He did not come with us.
No matter. We flushed that Gixley as you asked, Cloaksu.
Kaok! I nearly forgot. It is time for your Chukasay, Mateen. Pierce the heart of Fat Gixley, and the tribe will see you are full grown at last. Did you not hear, Mateen? Fat Gixley awaits. You are not stalling, I hope. Do your scales wilt in fear? Well, too bad. I will not have my Vova Stay students curling their tails at the sight of a little Wamasu. Bare your fangs. Have you been licking toads again? Oh, wait. I see. You cannot face your name day challenge if it is not your name day, right? Ha! Nice try, Mateen. But enough foolishness. Fat Gixley will not kill herself. Go! Who is... Has the Theolul gone to your head? You forget the name of Fat Gixley, the beast that ate your favorite plowguar? She was just a hatchling then, but now, fine quarry for a hunt. Do you wish to ride on your father's back in swaddle skins all your life? This is the Chukasay, Mateen. The naming day. If you wish to have a say in the tribe's affairs, you must prove your worth. Now I know you are joking. How could you forget the son of your mother's egg sister? He and I spent weeks planning this hunt for you. Fat Gixley. I only wonder where he could be.
I see nothing, Vanya. Is it a hallucination or an actual vision of the past?
Both, perhaps? I can only see the edges. Smoke and whispers, but what our friend is experiencing, it's real enough.
But where is the remnant?
Well fought, Mateen. But Uraz is still not here. I do not like this. Let us find him.
We came here to find the remnant, Vanya. Not to hear mumbling about some hatchling's name day.
I'm sorry, Cassandra. It's very hazy. There must be something here. Something we're meant to see.
Did you do this?
Ah, another soul for our harvest? Delightful. Soldiers! More of these lizards lurk in the swamp nearby, no doubt. Take them, alive. After all, we'll need guides to their...
What did you say? Something about the aliens?
I believe so. Yes, the ancient Barsabic Aliad elves. I had no idea they made it this far south. Then perhaps the remnant isn't Argonian at all. Perhaps it's an Aliad artifact. We must learn more.
Come, quickly! The village bleeds. We pushed the Aliens back, but our warriors bear new scars. Our sap speaker calls for aid. Several members of her sacred clutch remain. Find them, Mateen, and bring them here.
Is someone there? Please, Rootkin. I need help. The door is locked. The key, it should be in the Speaker's Lodge. Thank you, my team. Gather your strength. We fight again soon.
Three against one. Honorless Greels. My thanks, my team. Now, I must find Raj Joseph.
Honay! Are you out there? Matim, I cannot find Honay anywhere. I shout my throat dry, but she does not come. I will go nowhere without my heart rose. I will only fight with Honay at my side. We were separated in the attack. I cut down 3 invaders, but lost Honay in the smoke. She is hiding somewhere, I think. Or injured. Please, Matim, help me look for her.
Casa Jean, I am sorry.
Where is she? Where is Honay? She did not. Oh no. No, no, no. We were going to travel. To visit Rootkin near Gideon. She cannot be dead. I do not believe you. I made this for her. She would never let it fall from her wrist. She really is gone. Please, leave me. Help the others. I need to be alone.
Help! Anyone! Cannot breathe. My team.
These Argonians. They bested the aliens?
Yes. It was costly, though. Ugh. I smell smoke and taste blood in my mouth.
Perhaps the Remnant helped them?
This is everyone? All you could find? It will have to do. The sap speaker calls for aid. The 4 of you must...
They are coming! They are coming! The elves! More come, Rashkal! Hundreds more!
How? We slaughtered them here like hogfish.
That was only the first wave.
Kaok. Fine. Fall back to the Hist. We fight and die in its shadow. Bare your fangs, Rootkin.
Yes, by all means, bare your fangs. I wouldn't want this to be too easy. Have you forgotten the laws of the hunt so soon? Prey is supposed to run.
Still nothing about the Remnant? I am well acquainted with delays, but even my patience has limits.
There must be a connection.
hiss in Jackson Orn. They are shaking. What is going on? Is it the remnant?
Yes. It's very close now. I can almost hear it. Cassandra? Cassandra! What are you...
Matim, our time runs dry. The Sapspeaker calls for you, and you alone. Go!
The Ayleid savages approach, but the Hist provides. A seed of our tribe. A refuge for the souls of our people. Creating this relic is our tribe's last hope. You must find the root's courage and keep the elves from interfering. Trust in the Hist. Here they come. More are on their way. More are on their way.
You haven't stopped me!
Come, warrior.
Enough!
The troubled
I will
tide
pry your
recedes, but it will
secrets
crash again soon.
personally.
Matim who is not, at last. The sight of you warms my scales. I feared you would not come, but I was wrong to worry. The Hist, in its wisdom, always provides. In this place, even the keenest eyes see little but embers of the truth, Rootmender. Here, we see with our souls. But these are questions for a dozing time. This moment demands action. You seek the seed, correct? What you call it matters little. The seed, this remnant, waits in a dark and quiet place, and our souls hide within it. It calls for a protector, a guide, and a mender that might lift it high and release its spirits in the bright yellow sun. I offer you my staff, a branch of great power. It will guide you to us. Many brambles and snares remain, Rootmender. Betrayal, battle, and sacrifice. But the Hist knows your heart and your strength. In time, you shall find what you seek. The shell of the dream grows thin, Rootmender. Soon it will crack. If you have questions, ask them now. The death of our tribe, and the creation of the remnant of Argon. The Ayleid elves, with their whitestone hearts, brought steel and nightmare magics to Murkmire. Their leader coveted our souls and their secrets. So with his staff, he claimed them. No, he will survive, and his reign here will bring a rainstorm of sorrows. But all is as it must be. The strongest crops grow from fire-lit soil. So it is with the seed, your remnant. For a miracle to occur, there must first be sorrow. It provides a refuge for the souls of our tribe, a safe place to weather the storm. But it has slept too long, and the Hist that cares for it withers away. You must find the remnant. Find us. With your aid, both Hist and remnant will wake and thrive. The seed sleeps in a forgotten place, hidden from sun and storm and time itself. In all the world, only this staff remembers its whereabouts. It will guide you, just as the stars guide a sailor. Know this, though. You will not hold it for long. Another will claim it, but do not worry, Root Mender. It will lead you all the same, just as a swamp fox leads the cunning hunter to its den. It is your role. Just as I speak the Hist's will, you will mend its wounds. All of us, even our enemies, have a part to play in this tale. The Aliads beat the drums of war. Your friends bow the strings of sacrifice, and you sing the hero's song. Both, and neither. Tell me, Root Mender, which do you believe is true? Is this a Dream Wallow vision? Is it real? Very well. It is a vision. Does this quench the thirst in your mind? The narrow reed you call real cannot hold the Hist's truth, Root Mender. Real, illusion, dream, waking. These are the words that keep our bellies to the mud. We are safe there, yes, but we cannot see very far. Today, you see very far indeed. You are welcome. Do not be discouraged. Uncertainty is no bad thing.
This staff! It is the key to the remnant of Argon, isn't it? Then it seems our time together has come to an end. This paralytic should keep you here for a time. Please know I hold you in the highest respect. Farewell.
Move it, Famia.
Biko, I am sorry to have left you, but I had to give chase. Cassandra took the staff, a gift of the Dream Wallow, and the key to the remnant of Argon, yes? I grew too weary, but Jaxic still chases them like a stiff wind, I think. She did. Cassandra seeks to claim the remnant for herself. I extend the quill of deep surprise. That is a joke. You saw the remnant's history. A seed born in blood and sorrow. It cannot belong to Cassandra. We must stop her before it is too late. Cassandra moves quickly for a Lukiel of her age. She has more sap in her than I expected. Friend Jaxic will fight Cassandra and Whiptail alone if she catches them. On any other day, I think she would win. But with this staff, what should we do? Very well, but someone needs to send word of Cassandra's treachery back to Lilmuth and the tribal villages. If she unleashes some ancient power, all should be prepared. I move swiftly in the rivers. I will find you again once I am finished. Jaxic chases her prey into the deep mire, northeast of here. It is an old fear place, Biko. No Saxhleel hunts there, not even the bravest Khals. This will not stop Jaxic. Naga fury makes her strong, but also reckless. She will need your help. Be swift. Friend Jaxic would build a ladder to fight the sun if it crossed her. An endearing quality that will someday get her killed. Hopefully, today is not the day. Of course, though I am not sure if I can provide any insight. I saw only shadows and heard only whispers. There was a sap speaker there, yes? A Saxhleel blessed by the Hist with second eyes and second ears. And she gave you her staff, right? It may still guide us there, Biko, if we are lucky. We pursue Cassandra, and Cassandra holds the staff. Whether we possess the staff or not, we still find the remnant. Trust in the sap speaker. Trust in the Hist. Belief is not always easy. even for us who feel the will of the Hist in our hearts. If you cannot place your trust in the Hist, place your trust in me. This is your path, Biko. I know it. A very good question. I cannot believe that friend Famia would betray us too. Maybe she tries to change Cassandra's mind. I can tell you, Biko, I caught a glimpse of Cassandra's eyes before I succumbed to the gas. She will not change her mind. Gone as well. His soul is shriveled and twisted like a tangle of dry thorns. He plays at being a Naga, but in his heart, he is a monster. Cassandra has nothing to fear from him, but friend Famia, my throat grows dry with worry. The sap speaker said that the souls of her tribe nest inside the remnant, right? If Cassandra could claim the souls of an entire tribe, she might find some way to rule them, to twist them to serve some dark purpose. We cannot let that happen. Perhaps, but the result of a fight like that might lead to even more horrors. A tribe of angry souls set loose upon a cruel manipulator. Might they take on an aspect of her cruelty? Or return to the Hist, resentful and suspicious? Who can say?
Ojel, I hiss fire. I nearly caught that Lukiel hag, Cassandra. But blackguards emerged from all sides. Sojay and I cannot kill these Greels fast enough. We will never catch up at this rate. Keok. Yes, from the beginning. I will not say I told you so. You remember her limp-tailed toady, Whiptail? He is one of them. Now he and his savages escort Cassandra and block our pursuit. You are right. But something... As soon as I arrived here in the Deep Mire, the Hist started whispering to me, trying to dull my fury, urging patience and trust. I hate it. But my tongue wanders and the trail goes cold. We must resume the hunt. I shake my head. You expect me to describe the withered heart of some scheming Lukiel? She is a savage, and the offspring of savages. I hear she complains that the Hist does not speak to her. It does not speak because she is not worthy. I tighten my fist. In the beginning, she may have used it to force open the doors to the Hist. To make the Hist speak to her as it speaks to us. But now, I think she means to use its power to dominate us. It is not like the swamplands you know. Old Sithis stalks here, and unhappy spirits watch your every move. A bad place. If you fall here, you fall to the void. So do not fall. I claw for memories. Something you saw during the dream wallow, maybe. I recall little shadows and the taste of blood and smoke. Cling to whatever memories you can. It will serve you well, I think. I shake my head. No. Only her tracks. I can tell you, she struggles to keep up and turns back often. Perhaps to see if we follow. She has the heart of a hatchling, not a betrayer. If Cassandra turns on her, she will not last long.
You look surprised. I told you, I swim like a harpoon fish. Typically, a nap follows, but that will have to wait. You found Jaxic. Good. All are warned of Cassandra's treachery. Many Saxley'll come to aid us, but they will arrive too late, I think. So, she was in league with them the whole time? That dries my scales. In small numbers, they pose little threat, but with a mind like Cassandra's and the remnant in hand, maybe Jaxic already killed them all and I worry without cause. The village the Hist showed you in the Dream Wallow, maybe? Old Shuvu told me of a village in the Deepmire. But to reach it, we must traverse the Snake Means Death city, Zul'Thuzis. I wish it were not so, but we have little choice. Let us go.
Norgvos. Warning stones. Our old kin built them to keep the Saxhleel away. But we will use them to guide us instead. Fear is for our enemies. They will know it soon. Sojay is still thirsty.
The Dream Wallow showed you this place, didn't it? A place for proving strength. We will have many chances to show our own, I think.
There is your gate, Zucus. Let blood mingle with water.
The Blackguard's nest in Zul'Thuzis? Are they mad?
Mad or not, Sojay and I will hack them dead.
Get your hands off me! Where is Cassandra?
Well, she left you in my capable hands, sweetheart. You made the mistake of not being useful anymore. But don't worry. I've got a use for you.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
Oh, it's a chase then. Good. No fun without a struggle. Get after her, boys! Take her to the sacrificial chamber!
Cassandra cannot be far. She hopes to delay us by putting friend Famia in danger, I think. Zuth, come. Let's find another way into the deeper ruins. The bones of the ancient dead rise in protest. Whiptail should pay for disturbing this sacred place.
Cassandra!
So, you made it this far. Impressive. Alas, you have another engagement. Follow me and Famia dies.
I grind my fangs. The only death that is certain is yours.
Enough theatrics, Jaxic Orn. The Hist allowed me to acquire this staff. Surely you wouldn't fight the will of the Roots.
Now you mock the Hist. I will cut that dry tongue out of your lying throat.
Wait! Jaxic! Kaok, you go save friend Famia from that crazy Naga. I will try to keep Jaxic alive.
Hear me, Zikis. Your altar has gone unbloody far too long. Grant me your power, and I will carve your name into all the flesh of Murkmire.
Nora's mercy! Help! Anyone, please!
I've been waiting for this.
Ah, thank you. That madman deserved nothing less. Come on, there's an exit this way.
Can you not hear it? It rattles my fangs.
I do, Jaxic, but you must breathe. Ah, Biko. And friend Famia? Thank the Hist. You dealt with that snake Whiptail, yes? Good. My belly churned with worry for friend Famia, and for you. We have less good news. We used the waterways and nearly caught Cassandra, but she escaped. We nearly had her. Our claws reached for her throat, but suddenly Jaxic cried out and collapsed. I could not find the will to leave her behind. Like she always says, I have the underbelly of a soft-shell crab. You would not know it in speaking with her, but Jaxic is not so cruel as she seems. She feels things very deeply, deeper even than me. The air in this temple is thick with memories, and she hears them all. Yes, she mutters about the tree that guided us. She says it is very close. I do not wish for Cassandra to claim the remnant, but we must find this dreaming tree. Haste has profited us very little. We should slow down and listen to the hist. In the Dream Wallow, your other self dwelt in a village of stone with a great hist tree at the center. The Ayleid elves attacked the village, seeking Argonian souls at first, then the tree's secrets later. This is the hist that guides us. Yes, the remnant was born there, and it sleeps there still. I sense that the Ayleids failed to claim it, but with the power of the Sapspeaker's staff, Cassandra may succeed.
Branch and seed, sap and stone, root and soul. Dream, in dream, in dream. I widen my eyes. Do you see? The four of us, tied at the tails. For the sake of mending, we must see the tree. The tree! The dreaming tree. The whispering root. It guided you through the dream. It guides us still. The tree and the remnant are one, just as the tribe and the hist are one. But the vines that bind them are severed, split at the root. We must mend it. I flare my nostrils. Close. Very close. Cassandra passes it by, because she cannot hear its calls. But we must find it. No more talking. We have to find it.
I wasn't sure anyone would come for me. I didn't think anyone even knew where I was. I owe you my life. Again. The bindings on my wrists were painful, but what really hurts is the betrayal. Do I really mean so little to Cassandra? I'm not sure. My head was still all fuzzy from the Dream Wallow. She kept whispering things to Whiptail, things she was learning from the staff, but she seemed frustrated, like it wasn't telling her everything she needed to know. Maybe? I definitely wouldn't count on that working forever, though. Cassandra's very clever. She'll find a way to twist its nature, just like she twisted mine. I can't believe I was so naive. You're right. No use feeling sorry for myself. We have a remnant to save. We should talk to Zukis and Jaxic Orn about our next move. Hopefully it involves getting out of here. This place, while fascinating, gives me the creeps.
Come. It is this way.
And there she goes again.
Remarkable. This is the village you saw in your Dream Wallow, right?
Yes. What is left of it, anyway?
Well, I'm no arborist, but there's definitely something wrong with that history. It can't be dead, can it?
No, but it struggles for wakefulness. It gives everything to the remnant.
Well, it really is something.
Yes, it is.
I flare my nostrils and fill my lungs. Do you smell it, Ojel? The dryness of the branches, the loosening of the soil. This hist slumbers like the dead, but it is not dead yet. Its strength lies in the remnant, in the souls of its tribe. It will. The remnant is very, very close. Deep beneath our feet, cradled in vines and moss. You have seen its resting place before, in your Dream Wallow. A cavern of roots and stone. So Jay and I want to go with you. But we cannot. Zukas and I, we set our roots here. I cannot explain it in the dry tongue. It is like the sun rising or the rivers flowing downstream. It simply is. Zukas and I watch over the tree because we must. You find the remnant because you must. I know, but you will not need it. Take Famia with you to the Zanmir east of here. Keep her safe. She wears the skin of man, but the Hist knows her heart. The two of you will stop Cassandra. I believe this. So should you.
Strange. I feel as though I am walking through a dream, one I have had many times before. Each time I am called to lead, and each time I die. I must think on this, and try to hear more clearly what the Hist is telling me.
They're not coming with us, are they? Goodness. Just when you think you know everything there is to know about the Bright Throats and the Deadwater, they throw you for another loop. These Murkmire Argonians are remarkable people. You and me? Oh, goodness, what could I possibly do? You're the hero. I'm just the oft-imperiled bookworm. Even so, I would trust Zukas with my life. Jaxik Orn, too. If they say we go together, then we go together. If that's all right with you, I mean. Stopping Cassandra won't be simple. With the Sap Speaker staff and such a long head start... No. Can't think like that. I'm here to supply valuable historical information and boundless optimism, so that's what I'll do! Well, I should tell you, we've officially left the realm of verified research and entered the world of legend and wild-eyed conjecture. If that last ruin was Zul Thusis, then this next Zanmir must be Vakabak, the Bowl of the Sun, I think. I think they're right. Aside from the word of the Hist, which I've learned is very persuasive, legends say that the Vakabak Zanmir holds a great treasure. It has to be the remnant. Now, we should get moving, right? We've got to stop Cassandra. I'm right behind you, friend. Let's just hope we can still catch up to Cassandra. Like I said, Vakabak means something like the Bowl of the Sun. I assume the ancient Argonians used it as a place to empower their Vaka stones, including the Kajinjat crystal. Really, quite remarkable. A temple? No. A temple implies worship. Argonians worship the Hist and venerate Sithis. Beyond that, I've never found any substantial variety in their religious habits. This would be some kind of, I don't know, garden? Yes, a place for their Vaka stones to soak up the sun's energy and grow in power. Of course, I could be completely wrong. We haven't been inside, after all. We should probably get to it, right? I guess you're hoping I'll say yes, right? Honestly, I hope it doesn't come to that, but Cassandra was ready to let me die just to keep you off her trail. She's not the person I thought she was. You'll do what you have to. I'll stand by you. This Zanmir feels different, doesn't it? Brighter. Aside from all the oozes, of course. An alien gate? How long did those invaders stay in Murkmire? Never mind. It must need a Welkin stone to function. Let's have a look around. A bit sticky, but it should do the trick. Let's place it in the sconce near the gate. That should open the way. It worked! I guess we should see where it leads. Mara's mercy! The aliens that slaughtered the Dreaming Hists tribe built all this? Well, they must have been here for centuries. Wait, I hear something. Cassandra! What did she do to the staff? Is that the Kajinjat crystal?
It is Famia, and I would be lost without it. Farewell.
Cassandra, wait! So, she found a use for the Kajinjat crystal after all. Damn! Oh, goodness, language. Sorry, I meant no. No! I did mean it! Damn! Without an empowered Vaka crystal of that scale, we're stuck here. No, it won't work. Did you see how the gate glowed yellow as she walked through it? And how these stones lit up as she passed? Somehow, I think this gate only responds to Argonian Vaka stones. Stones like the Kajinjat crystal. I thought I was supposed to supply the optimism. You're right, of course. We just need to find one that's been soaking up the sun's rays. Have a look around. I'll stay here and try to puzzle out another method, in case you come up empty-handed.
After all this time, this is all we could manage. A lifeless vault of gateways availing us nothing.
My lord, we have carved a golden path to the very frontiers of magical praxis. The Nexus is austere, yes, but...
You mean to convince me to abandon my search, don't you? The power of the Hist, the power of the Remnant, dwarves your golden path. I will claim the tree's power, no matter the cost. Souls do not just vanish, Hotern. Find them, or I will find someone else who can.
My lord, the Hist's magics are unlike any we've encountered before. The souls are pulled to a focus of some kind, without finding the source.
The Remnant. It always comes back to the Remnant. Continue your research. I have much to consider.
My lord, you wish to show me something?
Cast your eyes across this vast expanse. Tell me, what do you see?
Gates, my lord. A realm of doors and passages.
Yes, a sea of azure gates, none of which lead to the Hist. Perhaps we used the wrong kind of passage. Find one of these beasts' sun crystals. We have work to do. If the cold doesn't do it, try something else. They're lizards. They can't possibly just adapt to everything.
That's the thing. I don't think they are just lizards. I don't know what they are. Their physiology is... I don't know how they are even alive.
Keep trying. There must be some way to break them. They'll tell me their secrets one way or another.
We found a suitable stone, my lord. The arcane properties are unlike any I've seen before.
Yes, we should have been researching them from the beginning. The light of Magnus given form. Remarkable.
Integrating this new stone into our existing gates, the process will take time.
Time no longer matters to me, Hotern. I've made preparations. Even if it takes an eternity, I will discover the Remnant's secrets.
Interlopers, you will not disrupt my plans! Not...
Oh, perhaps rearranging? Wait. you did it! You found another vodka crystal! Let's go!
So it's come to this. I have to kill you myself. Fine!
Watch out!
Are you so desperate to keep me from what I want? What I deserve? Damn you!
She can't have gotten far. Hurry! Cassandra, don't!
You're too late, Fabia. I won't let you take this from me.
Wait! Don't touch it!
I will not be consumed! I will not! The remnant is mine! Mine! I will kill you for interfering!
I think I know why I'm here. I'm supposed to bring the Remnant back. The Remnant of Argon. The Hist wants me to take it. Let's go. We need to ask Zukas and Jaksik what to do next. There you are. I'm sorry, it's very hard to concentrate. The Remnant called out to me. It wanted me to take it, but only for a short time. We have to be quick. For now, I think. But I can't hold this for long. This belongs... it belongs to someone else. The Remnant. I see now. It contains all the souls. All the souls of the ancient tribe. Their name was... the Root Whisper tribe. Yes. Yes, that's it. I know what we have to do. touching the remnant, I can hear their voices. Old, like stone and willow roots. The souls inside are confused. They escaped the Aliads, but then a life in amber. The Hist kept them safe inside, but it was never meant to last this long. Go fetch, yes. Go fetch Zukas and Jaxic Orn. I can only hold the remnant. The three of you have a larger role to play. I'll explain when you get back. Please, hurry. I can only bear the weight of it for a little while longer.
Biko, you are back. As Mud is my mother, it is good to see you. The lightness in my chest tells me the remnant is safe. But what of friend Famia? Or the sick-minded Cassandra? I am sorry to hear that. In the end, I think it was pain that fed her madness. Maybe her spirit will find its way back to the Hist. I hope she finds peace. But wait, you said friend Famia is fine for now? What does that mean? Famia holds the remnant of Argon? She should not bear its weight for long. Even with the Hist's guidance and blessing, dry folk are not suited for carrying things like that. I will go to meet her soon. You should seek out Jaxic Orn.
I loosen my lungs. It is good to see you, Swordkin. Sojay screams the victory chant. You reclaimed the remnant, is it not so? Yes. I still feel the sting of Star Blossom smoke in my nostrils. The Hist needs. Whatever the Hist needs, Sojay and I will deliver it. Where is Famia? I nod my head. A fitting place. Good. I will meet you at the tree.
Oh, you're here. Good. The Hist, it's telling me what we need to do. But we have to be quick.
Breathe, friend Famia. Just tell us what we need to do.
She does not look well. Maybe we should...
No, I can do it. You have to touch the remnant together. All three of you. I promise, you won't be harmed.
By the egg, are we inside the remnant of Argon?
Yes. A dream, sealed in amber.
I did not think it would be so green, so peaceful.
The peace of the grave. This is a place out of season. Sunless. Unchanging. A place for hiding, not for living. We cannot stay here.
Ha! Spoken like a true Deadwater call. Let us look around.
The Hist guides us as it has guided you. Welcome, Rootmender. We have long awaited the decision you must now make. We are all connected at the root. It is a connection that can be severed, but also made whole once more. A root mended by they who are chosen. The Sap Speaker assured us of your coming. The cycle
continues. You may not be of the Hist as we are, but it knows you. You are Rootmender, who has come to will what must be again. Let the Sap Speaker guide you, so that we might be whole once more. The mending is not without risk. Covetous eyes gaze upon this realm even now, as they always have. We need someone to guide us back to the roots of the Hist, to make us whole once more. The Sap Speaker will explain.
Rootmender, after all this time, it warms my scales to see you again. I sensed a twisted soul trying to claim our power. Had she succeeded, many would have suffered. Thank you for stopping her. Now all that remains is to set us free. Trapped? No. Preserved. Kept safe. The aliens who attacked us, they wanted our secrets and our souls. We used both to thwart them. With the Hist's help, the souls of our tribe retreated into the Remnant, where no elf could follow. Safety is not an end in itself, only a means to ensure the seasons of tomorrow. Here, all is static. The trees do not grow. The tides do not rise or fall. Our souls grow complacent, adrift. We must return to the Hist. And for that, we need a guide. Yes, both possess old, wise souls. One must leave the waking world and remain with us, to guide the tribe down the river called Rebirth. Without their strength, we will surely be swept away. Speak with them. You will see they do not fear this task. Only a soul unfettered from the body can guide us. What you call death, we call change. There is no death in the Hist. All bodies pass to the mud, but the soul lives on. We rise and fall like the sun, gone for a time, but always soon to return. Difficult to say. There may come a day when you lock eyes with a hatchling listening to the wind, or chasing a gecko through the reeds. If that moment comes, though your minds may wander, your souls will know a joyful reunion. Trust in the Hist. You have many more souls to save, Rootmender. Many battles to fight. Just as you were born to aid them, Zucus and Jaxic Orn were born to save us. Guided through life in preparation for this moment. Your heroism made this possible. Yes, in an old time, and not long ago, all at once, you fought alongside the tribe, deep beneath our sacred Hist. I long to see it again. Yes, our Hist pours its intention into the Remnant. When we leave and awaken to our new life, the Hist will wake too, ready to guide a new and vibrant tribe. So, you see, you do more than just save an old tribe. You make way for a new one.
So, one of us must remain here to guide these souls to rebirth? Well, my soul has made this journey countless times before. I will probably only have to ask the Hist for directions once or twice. I joke, of course. I would do this thing gladly. You ask me whether the words of an ancient ghostly sap speaker inside a sacred Hist relic can be trusted? No. If there was any other way, she would have told us. I can feel these souls' confusion, their uncertainty. They definitely need my help. Well, I could not have imagined I would pass on like this, and I am sad that I will not have an opportunity to say farewell to my tribe. But when the rains come, you can dance and drink your fill, or you can hide and go thirsty. I feel no fear. Knowing what you know of Jaxic, what do you think? She will not be happy at first. Deadwater warriors dream of death, but in the end, she is a child of the Hist. She will see the wisdom in it. The world still needs wise warriors like Jaxic Orn.
I fill my lungs. I always imagined I would fall in a spray of curses and blood. But I see now that my passing will be unlike any Deadwater warrior before me. Quiet, but glorious all the same. I was born to die for my people. The duty is mine. I nod my head. Leadership in war is no different than leadership in peace. These souls may be disoriented, but deep down they wish to make the journey. Sojay and I will... Oh. I suppose Sojay will stay behind. I had not considered that. You are right. My egg brother waits for me somewhere in the world, on the other side of this journey. A comforting thought. I could not follow you into battle against Cassandra. Let me do this now. I will see these souls to the Hist. Zucus will try to take this burden on himself. But his tribe, all of Murkmire, would mourn him, and many long years may pass before he returns. The marsh would grow darker without him. If I pass, my people will not mourn, and neither should you.
The winds shift, and the deciding season is upon us, Rootmender. Who will lead our tribe out of the remnant? In good times, we glide across calm waters, guided by the Hist's will alone. But when the weather turns foul, we must act on our own. The most consequential moments rest at these crossroads of faith and choice. In this moment, the choice is yours. In choosing Zucus or Jaxic Orn, you choose what virtues my tribe carries with it to the egg of their next life. What virtues do you hold in highest esteem? Do you favor temperance and cunning, or honesty and courage? Let that guide your judgment. A wise choice. Zucus has a kind heart. He will shepherd us to the next life. Jaxic Orn may be disappointed, but know that she still has much to do. A new tribe will gather beneath the boughs of our waking Hist. She must lead them. You must leave this place. Lay our guide's body to rest near the roots of our Hist. Place the remnant there too. With the Hist's guidance, your companion will do the rest. You have my gratitude, Rootmender. You have proven yourself a true Argonian.
Thank you for giving me this honor, Biko. I promise I will guide the tribe safely to the next life.
Zukas.
Ha! You do not club me and drag me away? Do not fear for me, Jaxic. I guide this tribe, but another will gather beneath the branches. You should lead them.
I will. And when we meet again, you will see a new village. Strong and proud.
It could not hope for a better leader.
Easy. Easy now. You're all right. You haven't been out long. You'd know better than I. When the three of you touched the remnant, it was like you instantly fell asleep. Your eyes kept fluttering, like you were dreaming. Jaxic Orn woke up first. I figured I should watch over you until you did too. Zukas is... well, the way Jaxic Orn put it, he chose to leave his mortal body behind. One moment he was dreaming, the next his body was still. He was my friend. I didn't even get a chance to... Yes, he passed so peacefully. I had hoped... That's very good to hear. No more tears, huh? All right. Jaxic Orn said she had to prepare a ritual. She had that hissed look. She said to bring the remnant, but I think you should have the honor. Here.
I erect my quill of relief. You are back. Good. Everything is prepared. We only need to place the remnant with Zukas, and I will begin the ritual to send the souls on their way. Lighter than it looks. I make this vow. While Zukas leads these souls to rebirth, Sojay and I will form a new tribe here. A tribe of strength, yes, but joy and cleverness also. When Zukas returns, we will be here to welcome him home. Zukas of the Bright Throat tribe, guide these lost souls down the river called Rebirth. Lead them into the waiting arms of the Hist. Hear me, sword brothers and root sisters. This is not a ritual of death, but of change. We do not mourn these souls passing. Like our swords and bows, they find new glory in the place beyond. Beyond the tree line of what living eyes can see. We bid them safe journey, with song and dance, and joyful war cries. Let them know, as they pass on, that we are the Root Whisper tribe, and in this place, they will always find a home. I sigh with joy. It is as the sap speaker said, a miracle. Thank you, Swordkin. I name you true friend to the Root Whisper tribe. In this place, you are always welcome. My soul left the village as soon as our journey began. I am no longer a Deadwater Khal. Other Saxhleel will find their way here, just as I did. I will try to lead them as Zukas would, with wisdom and cleverness. I hope I am equal to the task. With caution. I have learned that an ally gained can be greater than 100 enemies slain. But there are still those who would harm us. Though my hand extends, Sojay remains by my side.
My pride spines bristle. The Deadwater tribe is diminished without a call like Jaxic Orn. But I know her place is here. She will lead with strength and wisdom. Perhaps we will finally have a tribe we can trust.
I did not think these old eyes would ever see something so grand. The birth of a new tribe and a new life for a sleeping Hist. You have done very well, Biko. Very well indeed.
The birth of a new tribe. What a marvelous thing to witness. I could write a volume on all that I've seen today. But, you know, I think I will keep this moment just for me. Thank you, my friend, for everything.
A villain defeated, a history renewed, a tribe reborn. This one will admit she is impressed. Do not let it go to your head, though. If there is one thing Zadaza can't stand, it is vanity.